reach out to you. Well, I don't think she has a tab on all her employees. I don't think all those girls still work for her, which you and I had discussed. We haven't seen some of them. One went back to Canada. The other one, we don't know. So I'm here to say that, yes, I did not know exactly which ones reached out. Two, she has no idea what her employees would do or what they wouldn't do, especially the way she treats some of them. And three, now that she brought my name into it and kind of underlyingly threatened David, who happens to be like a brother of mine, like I said before, if she wants to get ugly, I get uglier. So there will be investigating on my part. I would, even if I knew the girl's name who reached out to me, I certainly wouldn't say it. Okay. But they did reach out to me. They did DM me and they used a Finsta account and they told me it was a Finsta account because they were afraid of her. But they trusted me to get the story out. So with that said, she is diabolical. She knows her shit. She's diabolical and she holds on to things. She holds on to things.
Of course. And one of those women who worked for her was like best friends with Tom. So I'm sure that some things were going down. I don't know. I wasn't there. I mean, I'm blocked everywhere, so I don't.
What do you mean some things? What do you mean some things are going down? Right, because like one of them is good friends with Tom.
No, how did she feel about that whole thing? Tom was her friend. Believe me, if it was told to me, it was told to other people. I'm not the only one who was privy to this whole Tom seeing Melissa in the back of the car. She didn't just confide it in me. I'm sure these other people knew. So,
right, which is, well, that's where it's like, I was saying to like Kim, like, I will always be true to, well, first of all, I'm true to this audience and I'm true to what my mind believes. Like, I have no horse in the race. That's the thing about me and Kim. One week we're like, Melissa, we're on Melissa's side. One week it's Teresa. It's like, we take the situation. I know that this happens. Like, I know it. Like, I mean, I don't know if I didn't see it, but knowing Nick, having met Nick and Tom, and it's literally exactly how you say. And I think for me, that was probably the beginning of the end because I didn't, to me, it's like, this isn't a strike against you, Margaret. This just is what as a rational person that does this for a living, I know this happened. Exactly what you say, Laura, is exactly what I believe. 100. No one's making me. There's no ulterior motive. If I didn't, I said this, like, I know Nick. I know. I mean, I don't know him. I'm not friends with. They're all out together every night. I live 2 blocks from Fresco by Scotto. I'm at Fresco by Scotto all the time. So is Kim. Like, Kim just ran into Wendy Williams there the other day. Yeah. It's like this happened. They're out together at night. It happened exactly how you're saying. Like, so I can't change what I believe and know.
No. And also, Laura, we do not knock Margaret for telling you. You were her friend at the time. If I saw Melissa making out with Nick and I was Melissa's friend, I would tell David because David's my good friend. But I believe, like what Laura said, I don't believe Margaret just told Laura. I believe she told many people. There's a lot. I think all the girls knew. The assistants knew. Lindsay knew. Lexi knew. I don't know what the third girl's name is with the red hair. They all knew. Everybody knew because these girls were DMing me. They knew the whole story. Okay. So we don't blame her for telling her good friend, you, Laura. We know that she told everyone. We know that.
I'm sure there were multiple people who knew. I'm sure her mother knew.
Yes.
Just like everybody knew my business because she would just repeat everything. God. No matter what I told her, it's the same thing. And people say, well, where's the proof? Where's the text message? We were friends for so many years. She wasn't going to text me something like that. We talked on the phone all the time.
Right. Correct.
She's just telling me this. So you want me to produce a text? I'm not going to produce one because I don't have one. There is no text message saying Melissa was making out in the back of a car with Nick. Right. It's not going to be there. So, it's my word. Tom, I'm sure is regretting that he ever opened his mouth to Margaret. He must know better now to never tell her anything.
Well, first of all, Melissa was his client too. So that was real on his part to go opening his mouth and telling anyone about it. He should have protected Melissa because she is his client also.
Right, but Margaret would tell you that she was his client first before Melissa.
Well, that's you're still their clients. It's almost like a lawyer. You don't go, it's messed up.
she took a lot of credit for, hooking Tom and Melissa up, and Melissa getting certain things through Tom that
really?
she should have had. Yes.
This is what I don't understand. Well, this is what I don't understand is like, well, first of all, I don't understand if you're Melissa. Now this is out. So like, I understand like you don't fire Tom at that time because you don't want this to get, I mean, what a life everyone's leading, wouldn't it just be easier if you just all leading a straight and narrow life? But like now that it's basically out, A, why wouldn't you fire Tom now for even breaching this? And B, why, like, if this was the thing that Margaret had on Melissa, if this was it, this was the dark secret that Melissa now has to bow and kiss the ring. Now that it's out, why would Melissa not say, you're done, girl? Like, don't ever speak to me again, Margaret.
She can't, because doing that would be telling everyone that it actually happened. She's got to keep all these people close.
Absolutely.
No.
Can never do it. Can't do it. Can't she?
Margaret's running the whole operation.
It's gonna be interesting when Melissa's off the show. What happens, because Margaret's gonna have no need for her. She's not gonna have any need for Melissa. It's gonna be very interesting to see where she goes with this.
I don't really think Melissa ever had any real need for Margaret.
I agree.
She needs her now because she needs her to keep this under wraps. But correct. Other than that, where was she? It wasn't like they were always together.
No. Well, they were bouncing around the city a little bit.
About them behind their back,
right.
Talking about how they don't pay their bills. This was someone who was supposed to be her friend.
Do you think?
Margaret would say that they don't. That she would tell you that the Gorgas don't pay their bills.
100%.
What else? Anything else did she say about them that? That would surprise our listeners?
I don't know. I'm not sure. I'd have to really think about it. She's said so much.
Okay.
But yes, I mean, she has said things. She felt that she should have been on the girls' trip instead of Melissa.
Okay.
Okay. She felt that she belonged there.
Right.
There were a lot of things that she said. There's so much.
Right. There was
I thought of something. I'm going to get in trouble. I thought of something.
There was something about the Shore House, Laura. What did she say when you told Margaret about that you liked her Shore House? What did she say about Melissa's Shore House? Which I happen to like it too.
I was there for a 4th of July party, and I was saying, it was a beautiful house. They had just finished it. And Margaret said, oh, it's filled with a bunch of shit. She buys all her furniture online at Wayfair.
See, that's really crappy.
She said, Melissa's store. I said, oh, I'd like to go to Envy. And she's like, oh, you don't want anything in there. It's all a bunch of shit.
Oh my gosh, see? She's something. She's a piece of work.
She's the one who told me that Melissa was selling fake Chanel in her store.
Wow. She told you that. Wow.
All right. It was out there. I'm sure.
Yeah, no, I know.